Hey, welcome. Welcome back. My name is Drake, and this is Touching the Edge. And this is the 40-day practice for having more of a yes for your life. And you know what? Today's day 40. Today's day 40. Congratulations. Congratulations, because you are part of this accomplishment of consistency for over 40 days or for 40 days. And I just want to share that with you because you're part of it. Even if you just joined in one time, you are part of it. I know that there's a few people, as an example, who really got some support from doing this practice with me over this 40 days. And whatever part you played in it, I want to ask you to feel grateful that you got to be a part of that, that you got to add your energy to supporting other people. So anyway, today's the last day of the 40 days, and it reminded me of the last time I played basketball. I really played. I was a pretty decent basketball player. I could dunk and everything. There ain't no dunking happening now. If I had to dunk right now, if I tried to dunk, I would need emergency services right there at the time. So I remember the last time I ever played. I played this young man. I was about 45. I'm 57, almost 58. And when I was 45, that was the last game I ever played basketball. And I was playing this young man. He was a freshman in high school. But, these young guys are bigger than they used to be. So he's actually bigger than me at that time. He's way bigger than me now. But at the time, he was bigger than me. He was probably 6'6", 6'7". And he was, a big kid, but he hadn't really gotten into his physicality yet. He didn't really have the coordination. So we played this time, and I beat him. And he was very impressed with my skills. But there was a moment there when I was playing where I suddenly had this deep realization that this was the last time. This was the last time I was ever going to play. I could just feel joints getting ready to blow. And so, as I went off the court, it was kind of a poignant moment for me. Because, I wouldn't say that I had been a great athlete, but I come from great athletes. My father was a professional athlete. My mom could have been a professional athlete. And I had really good athleticism, and it had been operative in a lot of different parts of my life. And so for me to walk off the court and realize I didn't really have that anymore, it was kind of, I didn't show it in my face, but it was kind of like, And so it's interesting to me because I had the sense that that part of my life was done. The physical part of my life was done. Excuse me. Now, I want to suggest to you that the great thing about the end of the 40 days, just like the end of that part of my life, is that the end is the beginning. The end is the beginning. The end is the beginning. It's the beginning of something new. If you're able to frame things in a way that lets you feel like you're winning and lets you understand that what feels like loss is actually opportunity. But you have to be willing to take advantage of it. You have to get excited about it. And so that's what I did. I got excited about changing my training. I train a lot. I have a lot of injuries in my body, and I've had to train a lot to deal with them. But I train differently. As a younger man, I was blowing things out. I was using all this heavy weight. I was playing intense sports. And as I grew older, and as I was dealing with the ramifications of all those injuries that I had cost myself, it was like I was driving a vehicle that a really foolish young boy used to own. And so I changed my training. I adapted it. I began to really blend my spiritual practice with my physical practice. Listening to my body, listening to my intuition, touching my edge, and my physicality expanded. I enjoy my physicality even more now than I ever did as a kid because I wasn't really in contact with it. I thought it was a birthright. I thought it was just always going to be. And so I've learned to be grateful for this physicality, and I'm just as physical now as I ever was in my entire life. That's what the 40 days is an opportunity for. It's the end of the 40 days, but it's the springboard for what comes next. So I'm asking you to really take this 40 days and use it as a beginning. And understanding that endings are not what they appear to be. There's always something else ahead. Every age of our life, we could lament the age that has gone by. Leaving childhood, that 0 to 10 age and gradually moving into adolescence, you could easily have someone wishing they were still smaller. Each age, we could be doing that. And I see a lot of people doing that now at my age. But I'm excited to grow older You know, not that, of course, I don't enjoy aches and pains, but what I do enjoy is the expansion of having more of a yes for my life. So thank you for joining me for whatever portion of this 40 days that you joined me for. And consider joining me in the future. Let me know if you're interested in more content from me. And, let me know if you're interested in continuing to build a sense of community with like-minded people. I thank you for joining this 40-day practice. I think I forgot to ring the bell, but I won't forget it at the end. Here we go. Listen carefully. The 40-day practice is a commitment to joy. I bring my hands in prayer position. I bow to you because I am looking to the future and the present. Namaste. Thank you.